YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Josh here, back with another video. And on this video, we're going to be giving my guy a fade with a number 2 guard open on top. So let's hop right into this video.
I call it real spell.
So right now, we're just going to be combing his hair out, lifting it up off the scalp so we can get ready to cut it down. And also by lifting it up and also combing it, it just lays the hair in the right direction for no mess ups. And like I said, we're going to take our number 2 guard with the clipper all the way open. And we're just going to go with the grain with the haircut. We're not cutting too much hair because his hair texture, we can't cut it too low or it'll cut the waves out. So we usually have to keep it around like a number 2 guard or 2 guard open. Before I started this haircut, I actually put a number 3 guard on, but it didn't cut anything. So the number 2 open was the closest thing to get to a number 3, but leaving a lot of hair. So my first step in this phase is set in my bald line. I'm setting in my bald line using my Babyliss Skeleton Gold Effects trimmers. And I'm setting in this bald line all the way around the head, making sure that I set it in evenly on both sides so that the fade can be balanced. So in this video, we're going to be giving my guy like a high fade kinda, but not too high. But anyways, when I'm setting in your bald line, doing the fade, the placement of the bald line really determines on what kind of haircut you're giving your client, what kind of haircut is going to come out. Because the higher you put it, the higher the fade is. But the lower you put it, the lower the fade is. So in this fade, we're doing kind of like a mid-high fade. So when we set in our bald line, we didn't set it in too high, but we set it in just right to have a good fade without it being so light, more so going towards the top. So before starting my fade, I went in with a number 2 guard all the way closed, and I just cut the whole area. I debulked the whole area in which I'm going to be fading in, just so I can have a good visual of what I'm going to be doing. This is good to do when starting to fade with a lot of hair. So my next guideline I'm going to be creating in this haircut is going to be with my clippers with it all the way open with no guard on, going up about 1/2 inch. And when I'm setting in this bald line, I'm setting it parallel to the first guideline that we created. And we want the width of the guideline to be even all the way around the head. In the back, I kind of do it a little bit wider because we have more fading room. So the transition can have a slight drop in the back, kind of. You know, when you're leaving it dark a little bit in the back of the fade, it kind of gives it an illusion of the fade being darker altogether. At least that's what I get. But right here on the side, as you see when I turn my clipper sideways, his hair is growing to the left. It's growing backwards. So whichever way the hair is growing, that's the way you have to turn your clippers to get an effective clean cut. So now we're going to be working on taking the guideline out that I created with my trimmers. And to take out this guideline, I'm going to be using my Babyliss Black Effects clippers. And I have my lever on the second notch from close, starting the process of taking out this guideline. When I'm taking out guidelines using my Babyliss, I usually start it with the second notch from close, and I would gradually open it up to halfway, and then if I need to, I would close the clipper completely all the way just to hit the line out. A lot of times with my Babyliss, I have a hard time with getting the guidelines out. So as you can see right here, I'm just going to be doing some detail work, opening up the clipper and closing the clipper until I get into like a safe area to where I feel like I have a good routine of taking this line out, and then I start doing that all the way around the head on the line, because usually I work in one area, and once I see what works in that area, I do that all the way around the head. And that's just a good efficient way of getting your lines out, because all the way around the head is the same guideline, so it's going to work any way it goes. So right here, I'm going to be using my trimmers, just hitting the guideline. I'm going with the grain and against the grain, using the corner of my blade just to help get this line out. A lot of times when you set in harsh guidelines with your trimmers, it's highly likely for you to have a hard time getting that line out because it's so sharp. So that's what I had to do. Moving on in this fade, I have my number 1 guard on with the clipper all the way open, and I'm going up about 1/2 inch. And I'm going to be doing this all the way around the head consistently, the same width, just so our fade can come out balanced on both sides. So what I'm doing to the haircut, I'm doing it all the way around the head because it's one complete haircut. when we're all done. As you can see right here on the side, I have to turn my clippers sideways and go against the way that it's growing. Like I said, whenever somebody has hair that's growing in the opposite direction, you would cut it just like you do the rest of the hair. You just have to turn the clipper in the direction that's against the grain of the way it is growing, just so you can cut it just how you do the rest of the head. So as you guys know, I've started my fading down process. I started with my number 1 guard on all the way open, and now I have my number 1 guard on all the way closed, just attacking that line. And we're going to keep fading down until we get this line to completely disappear. You guys always hear me say fading down, and fading down is such an easy technique. All you're doing is walking down in your guards. A lot of you guys always ask for me to explain the guard system. I'm going to do a video over that to really explain what I mean by fading down and how easy it is to make your fades connect and blend perfectly. So now that we've softened our guideline with our number 1 guard closed, I'm going to come in with my half guard. And coming in with my half guard should completely fade out this line, but if not, as you guys know, every haircut, every guideline doesn't fade out perfectly, so you have to go in with some kind of technique to really get that line to disappear. So right now I'm using a half guard, and like I said, I'm walking down in my fade. I did a 1 guard open, and then I did a 1 guard closed, and now completely half of the 1 guard is a half guard. That's why I'm using the half guard right after the 1 guard. And you see how this line is disappearing for us? That's the easiest way of understanding your guards. Like, I literally just walked down in my guards, and you see that this line is blending. We're getting this fade blended out, and you guys know that my fading process isn't hard to grasp. It is very, very efficient, and it works. As you guys see, all I did was walk down to my fade. I didn't skip anything in this video. Everything you see is real time. And like I said, we're getting this line out, and this fade is looking good. So if you guys were paying attention in the beginning of the video, before we set in any guidelines, I went in with my number 2 guard to clean up some bulk. So like I said, the fading down process. Right now I have my 1.5 guard on with it all the way open, coming right under that number 2 guard. So that means right after I'm done fading with my 1.5 guard open, I'm going to close that, which is going to connect with the 1 guard open, which we already did. You see guys, this process is not hard at all. It's just a matter of steps and understanding your guards and understanding the person's hair texture. That matters too. But right here I have the 1.5 guard all the way closed. It's not going to completely fade this line out, so we still have some more detail work to do. So as you can see right here, we're just going to be doing some more detail work, opening up and closing my 1.5 guard. And I'm going to come in with my 1 guard again and do some detail work. I'm going to come in starting off with it open, the 1 guard open, as you can see right here. Just to fade into that 1.5 a little bit more, because in the beginning I didn't fully follow the fade down technique. We kind of skipped because we started with the number 2 guard, and we never used the 1.5 until after I used the number 1. But in all reality, I should have did 2, 1.5, then the 1 guard, if you understand what I'm saying. But anyways, this fade is coming together. Look how nice the thing is blending. I'm telling you guys, if you follow these steps, you will not lose. I've had a lot of people tell me that they use my system and it worked for them. So, you know, I'm really excited to show you guys this and just open your eyes up to like a real simple technique. So right here, as you can see, I'm doing some clipper over comb work, taking out some of this bulk at the top of the fade. We're not going to be using any guards in this area of the fade. Hitting right here at the dark area, as you can see, I'm going to go with my comb and just pull out at like a 90 degree to a 45 degree angle. And I'm just going to be cutting the hair, because the comb is going to show you any longer hairs because it's a white comb. So the black, it just contrasts off that white. So it really shows you what you need to cut once you put the comb up. It shows you all the hairs that are sticking out that's too long. And you know, it's really easy, you guys. I want you guys to practice that, because this will take your haircuts to another level. It's going to take out a lot of dark areas that you guys are always having a hard time with. So right here, I'm going to take my 1.5 guard and go with the grain on the edge of his lineup just to take out some bulky areas so we can have an easier lineup process. So to start off my shape up, I'm going to be starting in the middle using my Babyliss Gold Effect skeleton trimmers. I always start in the middle and just move to the right. That's just me naturally. But I want you guys to sit back and watch this lineup process. It's going to come out super dope, super satisfying. He has a good lineup. But this haircut is going to come out super fire. So you guys watch to the end. And if you're watching this video and you like it, hit that thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel because you won't regret it. You're going to see a lot of dope content that's, even if you cut hair or not, you're going to love it. I promise you, you will learn something from it. If not learning anything, you're going to get some entertainment, something amazing that you didn't know about being a barber, just cutting hair. A lot of people out there don't really understand what barbers do because they're so used to just watching, barbers or getting their haircut. But they don't really truly understand what goes into making you guys look good. And I'm telling you, look at my guy, he's falling asleep. The experience is crazy. But like I said, if you're liking this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. So right here, we're going to be adding some enhancements to his hairline. But don't leave yet, you guys. We're just getting started with this haircut. We're finna take this haircut to a whole nother level. Adding the enhancements is going to add an extra pop to the haircut overall. And also I'm going to be using my Barber Magic pencil. And I want to show you guys how to use it. So just keep watching to see this fire haircut. So after applying enhancements, you want to go in and just line it up along with the natural lineup. Usually when applying enhancements, you can see the lineup through the enhancements. It's not that thick unless you spray too much. You don't want to spray too much on the hairline, just enough to give it a good, nice, thick look. You know what I mean? Fuller look, sharper look, everything go like that, man. These visuals go crazy. I'm loving this haircut. Let me know in the comments what you guys like about this haircut the most. Right here, I'm just applying some holding spray, and I'm going to blow dry it just to get them fibers to lock in. And then we're going to go in with my Barber Magic pencil. So right here, I'm applying my Barber Magic pencil. I made sure that I sharpened it so I can have a thin edge, and I'm just going to be gliding it across the edge. You want it to sit like right beside the hairline. You don't want it to be drawn on the hair because it's going to smudge and leave it looking funny, but right on the edge. And as soon as after you're applying it, you want to go in with your trimmers just to smear it in a little bit. And then after that, I'm going to go with my razor just to top it off. That's going to change it and take this cut to a whole nother level. So keep watching, you guys. So now I'm going to go with my razor. A lot of people in my comments always ask, Josh, why don't you never use the razor? A lot of times, those trimmers get so sharp that you don't really need it. I usually use the razor like on beards, really, and by client request only. So but on this cut, I had to use it to smear in that Barber Magic pencil a little bit. And as you can see, guys, this cut is looking fire. Right here, I'm just cleaning up his face. I'm gonna smooth it out, get all those hairs from under his chin and everything. Have him looking fresh, all cleaned up. Man, it was a blessing to show you guys this video. I really loved and I enjoyed making this video. This was a dope haircut. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And like I said, if you watched this video and you liked it, smash that like button. Right now I'm using my Babyliss Gold Effect shaver. Any products you guys see me using in this video that you liked, I have a link for them in my description. Right now I'm just doing some more detail work. Without further ado, YouTube, this is the cut. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button if you like this video. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at JoshXBarber. Turn that notification bell on to stay tuned. It's your boy Josh, and I'm out.